Guys, and welcome to Football Canapes once again. I know there's been a bit of a break and all between the videos that I've been doing, but here we are, and yeah, a really exciting game in prospect. Newcastle traveling to Spurs, and hopefully, I hope you know that I'm a Newcastle United fan, and hopefully Newcastle United can win against Spurs tonight. Or this evening, hopefully, yeah, so that's the word. But going into this game, I can tell you categorically that Newcastle are outright favorites for this outright favorites for this game. I mean, Spurs have been decimated by illness, injuries, and suspensions, and yeah, so mean, if Newcastle don't come out at the winning side of things, then we have only ourselves to blame, and only ourselves to blame, and yeah, would be very disappointing. I mean, but we have been there before, Newcastle, uh, where Newcastle have not delivered where they should have ideally, and yeah, well, we'll see how it goes for the other side. Will be, of course, going through the two teams. I mean, big news as far as Newcastle are concerned. Sven Botman is back after nearly phew, 9.5 months out. About 9.5 months, he got injured against Chelsea in March, 17th of March, I think it was. Newcastle lost that game 3-2. I mean, our own fault that we didn't end up winning that game, and yeah, so but tonight once again in London, hopefully Newcastle will continue their good form. Newcastle have won their last four games in Premier League, five in all competitions, and haven't really, you know, had much to do. The midfield has been protecting the defense, the attack has been superb, and yeah, hopefully more of the same tonight. I mean, uh, we do want to see a good game, but we want to see a good game, but then I am a Newcastle fan. What else do you expect me to say? I want Newcastle to win badly, and yeah, so there we go, and yeah, well, Spurs, as I told you, have been decimated by injury, illness, and suspension. We'll be going through the team news, and on this cold day, you need something to keep you warm, and a good old tomato soup, and can do wonders. So the two teams, let me just put up the two teams so that we can own fault that we didn't end up winning. Own fault that we didn't end up. Well, I tried everything that I knew of. Anyways, tried everything that I knew of. Oh wow, it's working probably. Oh wow, it's working. Yeah, so let's see how it goes, and then we can. Yeah, so let's see how it goes, and then we can. And then we'll go through the match together and go through the match together. Uh, we'll be keeping on mute anyways, and yeah. So here's my hat. Hopefully it brings luck to Newcastle, and we win anyways. This that is not good, but yeah. So hopefully, if you're watching, do let me know it's audible or not, because I had the last 15 minutes I spent trying to figure out that I am audible or not. But yeah, looks like we have to go. Well, persistence has paid off, kind of, and well, let's see how this match turns out. How this match turns out for Newcastle United. I'm a Newcastle fan. Tottenham have been hit with injuries, illness, and suspension. So, uh, well, we'll see how it goes. About 4 minutes to go before the match begins. Let's tune into the game and see how it is progressing, and how it is progressing. I'm pretty sure both teams will be in the tunnel right now, getting ready for the getting ready for the match. It really is a lovely stadium, and Newcastle are, I mean, playing in the entertainers kit, and I mean, playing in the and yeah, well, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. About the audio, not sure what happened, but we'll plow along, and if things don't work out, then about the audio, not sure what happened, but we'll plow along, and where were we? We were well, I tried everything that I knew. Anyways, well, my motivation and excitement for the match has dimmed slightly, but nevertheless, we are here, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. couple of minutes before the match kicks off at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Man, it's cold in here. I mean, I knew it was cold, but it is really, really, really cold. And yeah, yeah. So let's see. Brandon Austin, I didn't even have the chance to go through the two teams, and didn't have the chance to go through the two teams. And Brandon Austin makes his debut for Tottenham Hotspur, and a big day for him up against Alexander Isak. When Botman is back, I did want to talk about him as well, but didn't but as was the case, too much disturbance, and yeah, so that's where we begun. And Spurs on the lineup in terms of who plays right centre back, who plays left centre back, and who plays where exactly. I mean, defense. Sorry, midfield and attack. We are pretty sure how it will go. But as far as the defense go, who plays right-sided centre back, who plays left-sided. Tino Livramento on the ball fouled. Jolinton and Tino Livramento is down. I think it's Tino Livramento. I mean, looks hurt quite badly. I think it is. I mean, should be okay. Looks like an impact injury, and should be okay, I guess. If he is injured in the first minute, that I mean, Kieran Trippier is already warming up, formerly of Spurs, uh, formerly of Spurs. But Sven Botman is back. Eddie Howe wouldn't want to make a substitution that early on. No one would want to make a substitution that early. And yeah, Botman back after March. I mean, he is the best defender in the at the club. Andy Madley is the referee. I mean, Dino Livramento should. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions, but he's back up and should be fit to continue. Newcastle have a big match against Arsenal on Tuesday night. Looked like an impact injury and should be able to run it off, in my opinion. But I'm not a doctor, well, and let's see what kind of game we get to see, and yeah. Oh, Botman getting the pass away. He's playing as the right-sided centre half, and he's playing as the right-sided centre half, and Burn on the left. First corner to Spurs. They started the attack well. I mean, would be typical of Newcastle to concede a goal uh, this early, having not conceded in the last four Premier League games against the Spurs side. That's a terrible corner, an absolute atrocity that corner was. Timo Werner is not uh, every Spurs fans' cup of tea, but he really did make a mess of it. That corner is Bergwall and Jolinton trying to track him, and has The cross. Oh, goal! Dominic Solanke scores. An awful error. And Dominic Solanke scores. I mean, seriously. Spurs take the lead and absolute brilliant cross. And Solanke has given Spurs the lead. I mean, Pedro Porro with the cross. Lucas Bergwall, Joe Linton running like he was in a treacle. And not sure who it was who failed to mark Solanke. It was Botman probably. Dan Burn. Might be an own goal actually. No. Solanke gets the better of Botman. And Spurs have the lead. Spurs take the lead against Newcastle. I mean, really disappointing. That is just dreadful from Newcastle. Corner to Newcastle now. And that is a bad error. I mean, it was typical of Newcastle. I did tell you. I mean, it all stemmed from that. I mean, an awful corner. Not sure who it was, but who took the corner. But I mean, still plenty of time in this game to go. So Newcastle can obviously come back. Here's Gordon. Hit it. Oh yes, 1-1. Anthony Gordon makes it 1-1. 1-1. Yes, come on. Spurs have shot themselves in the foot. Bruno Guimaraes with the no fear for. I mean, it did hit the hand of Joe Linton. This will stand. It has. It hasn't started yet. So 1-1. Anthony Gordon on his left foot, and he makes it 1-1. He makes it 1-1, and yeah, I mean it's going to get chalked off. It's not a deliberate handball, and I mean goal is given. Yes, come on. Anthony Gordon with the goal, and I mean, I won't be surprised if someone gets booked in the aftermath. And I mean, it did hit Joe Linton's hand and did hit hand of Joe Linton, and yeah, I mean, nothing can be done about that, and I mean, 1-1 after 7 and a bit minutes, and now fear for Spurs because I mean Spurs did score and Spurs did score, but Newcastle have hit back and Newcastle have hit back, and I mean his Spurs again on the attack down the right hand side or left hand side rather. Oh, ball pinch. Oh man, that could have been that could have been that could have been anything. And Ange Postecoglou not happy. Ryan Mason, Porro is down. Not sure what has happened with Pedro Porro. Spurs basically can't afford to lose any more players, and Joe Linton catches him. I mean, I might sound biased, but say accidentally. It's not a deliberate foul or anything. Not a deliberate foul or anything. And Hans Postecoglou really, venting his frustrations at referee Andy Madley. He might get booked for his protests. I mean, I'm not sure what happens, but yeah, I mean, he might get booked for his protests. Game has restarted. I mean, we've had a couple of goals, and his Botman plays it out for a throw, and he's, I mean, kind of struggling at the right. I mean, Pedro Porro, Jet Spence starting at left back. He was out of picture for a very long time, but he's now back, and I mean, we've seen very few. I mean, things happen in this game apart from the two goals, and oh, poor header. Not sure who it was. Livramento. There is a pass on, but runs with it, and yeah. So Spurs have possession again. Tino Livramento should basically have passed the ball and should really have passed the ball, but he didn't choose that option. And yeah, I mean, good start by Spurs. Joe Linton played. Joe Linton loses the ball. As Brennan Johnson. Oh, good block. An absolute shambolic start by Newcastle, but Dubravka makes the save. I mean, Joe Linton has been awful in this. I mean, oh, that ball was creeping in. That ball was going in. Good block by Botman from my angle. 11 minutes gone, and I mean, Joe Linton has been awful. I mean, Newcastle really do need to get their act together. As Livramento. Ball from Isaac, a bit too much, and typical. Oh, nearly for Newcastle. I mean, a defender taking chance. I mean, Newcastle's backline has been all over the shop. Tino Livramento, not sure what's wrong with him. He's down on his haunches. Sportman, number 4, Tino Livramento. I mean, Newcastle can't get their passing game going and should be keep. Oh, it was going straight to the keeper. Botman's entry. I mean, it's not helping. I mean, every time ball goes to him, I mean, he looks nervous as hell. I mean, he's had a bad injury, ACL, and he was the one who was beaten to the header for Spurs' opening game. Anyway, and it's. I mean, Spurs have started very well, dare I say, in the game. You see very little of Tonali basically. I mean, he usually puts out these fires, and I mean, we've seen more of Bruno basically. And here's Joe Linton, who's been shocking so far. Plays the ball out of play, and I mean, not sure why he's laughing. He's had dreadful last few minutes. I mean, 13 of them, 14th minute. Oh, the Spurs look the more confident side, to be honest. I mean, Newcastle, I'm not sure what is wrong with them. Bergwall is down. I mean, not sure what happened there. Not sure what happened there. Throw into Spurs. Anyways. Oh, that has to be a foul. Foul given on Isaac by Poro, I think. I mean, there's been a lot of foul. Radu Dragushin actually, the one who's fouled Isaac. Oh, that's nasty. Free kick to Newcastle. Can they make the most of it? By the way, they score 1-1 goals in the opening 6-7 minutes. Gordon and Lewis Hall over the free kick. I mean, Newcastle could potentially go up to fourth if the goal difference is good enough. But Chelsea play later against Crystal Palace. Chelsea in a bad run of form, but here's the free kick. Let's see how it goes. Make it a decent one, and yeah, and then we'll see how it goes. Poro, Isak, good in the air, and Andy Madley, the referee. Again, poor free kick. I mean, Gordon's set pieces have been terrible. Terrible, actually. Really bad. And then Tino Livramento, I'm not sure what he's doing running with the ball so much. He's passing and he's running down these blind alleys. Isn't helping anybody. I mean, expected better from Newcastle. And here's a good ball. Here's Tonali chasing. That's a foul by Botman. Oh, Bone gets a yellow. I mean, it's utter stupidity from. I mean, that throw in. I mean, Dan Burn and Joe Linton stopping Solante all came from. I mean, how is it that Newcastle's midfield is getting dominated is beyond me. I mean, we've seen very little of Isaac, Dan Burn. I mean, Solanke on the bench for Spurs. Murphy. Botman loses the ball. Oh, I mean, really lucky there. He's swinging like a rusty gate. Is Sven Botman? He's making me nervous. He doesn't look ready. I mean, it's been a long injury for him, but okay. I mean, Newcastle need to get some composure back into this game, and okay, and ball one back, corner to Spurs. Again, Newcastle don't look like they're at the races, and this is Spurs. I mean, dare I say, somewhere between A and B team. They are making me nervous. I mean, the passing is awful. Can't retain the ball. The three midfielders. Fabian Schär is missing for Newcastle. I mean, half expected a foul to be given there against Gordon, but Murphy clears. Murphy clears. I mean, 1-1. Yeah, can't get any worse for Newcastle basically. Oh, ball lost. Isak. Can he play Gordon? Oh, corner to Newcastle. Shot saved by Brandon Austin. I mean, seriously, should have done better. Could have been 2-1 to Newcastle. Seriously. Whew. If only Gordon can take a good corner, then it could help us. Then against Austin. Oh, he looks nervous as well. And Newcastle's midfield looks. That's a foul. Kulusevski with the foul there. Could be a yellow. Not given. Spurs in the bottom half of the table. That's not where they aspire to be. And yeah, uh, if Newcastle, I mean, Newcastle United will be surprised with how bad they have been. I mean, it can't be that bad again. It can't be that bad again. That's out. Goal kick. I mean, Jacob Murphy again showing his quality and how poor it is. I mean, what sort of a cross is that? Hello, Megan, how are you? 1-1. the score. And I mean, oh, that's a foul on Botman by Solanke Osar. And yeah, hopefully you can hear me properly. I mean, there's been so many fouls in this game. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I should be excited, but not really. No. That's a kick. Oh, Murphy. Good kick. Oh, yeah. Internet issue. That's why. I mean, that's why I haven't been doing much lately. Internet issue, and yeah. I mean, have to get that sorted. Have to get that internet sorted. I mean, not sure why we changed it, but it didn't hit the hand. Not sure what Andy Madley was playing at, but I mean, Dan Burn really unlucky there. Yeah, and foul. Spurs taking a bit of a physical approach today against Newcastle. I mean, I expected more from Newcastle basically. It's, it's not been the game that I expected it to be, but still, there's a lot of time. I mean, Spurs are a good team. They are in 11th. That's Dominic Solanke for Spurs, and then Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. And since then, Gordon has had another chance where he should have scored, but yeah, denied by Austin. Oh, Isak, Bruno, can Gordon get that? He does. Linton corner to Newcastle, and Anthony Gordon's corners have been awful, awful. I mean, let Tonali take it, but no. Let's see who is taking it this time. Spurs are vulnerable from set pieces. Hopefully, it doesn't go into the arms of keeper straight away. Taken shot. Bruno. Oh, Timo Werner. Well defended there by Tino Livramento. I mean, Tino Werner, for however many things he lacks, speed is not one of them. And effort on goal goes over the top of Dubravka's bar, and 1-1 it remains. Needs half time basically. I mean, The passing has been so wavered, so wavered in this game from Newcastle, and I mean the good players have been anonymous. Bruno is Murphy, I think. Chance for Tonali. Get forward is again. I mean, terrible play. What fucking is this? Yeah, man, that is just terrible from Isak. I'm sure what he was trying to do. I know he was running into uh, traffic, but again, too slow, too pedantic. Corner to Newcastle again. I mean, Newcastle coming into this game in the last 5 or 6 minutes, but passing still leaving a lot to be desired. And yeah, Lewis Hall to take the corner this time. I mean, surely can't get as bad as Anthony Gordon's corners. They were terrible, awful. They were. Jack and Tonali in the box. Wide from Byrne, Botman rather. From Rapsa. Genuinely poor that. On Tottenham captain robbed. I mean, not sure who Tottenham captain is. The two vice captains are Madison and Romero. One of them is injured. One is on the bench. Oh, good ball. Oh, Isak! How did you miss that? Bruno with a delightful pass. Isak with a sitter. An absolute sitter. I mean, seriously, that's a joke. That's a joke of a miss. That's a joke of a miss. I mean, I was ready to celebrate. Newcastle with 71% possession in the last 10 minutes. They're beginning to come into this game. And ball lost, trying to play out from the back. Bergwall. Again, Bergwall. I mean, why are Newcastle doing this to me? Oh, chance to counter. It's 3 on 3, 4 on 4. Anthony Gordon. Can he find Isak? Corner. Oh, man. Come on. I mean, some of the play is terrible. Not good enough. I mean, corners have been awful so far for Newcastle, and yeah, again another awful corner. Awful, awful. I'm telling you, that's an awful corner. If you're not watching it, that is an awful corner. And Lewis Hall, the Joe Linton rather. Kenny, Anthony Gordon, another corner to Newcastle. Newcastle are turning the screw, but still a lot needed to be done. I mean, how Anthony Gordon has taken 3 or 4 corners that have been of that poor quality is beyond belief. I mean, Spurs under increasing pressure. Oh, that might be another corner. No. Brandon Austin collects. Tino against Tino. Livramento against Werner. Tino Livramento has done so far, done well so far, and chance for Newcastle to counter. Long ball played. Isak up against Dragusin. Yeah, Newcastle. Isak. I mean, he's not looking like he's at the races, and I mean, yeah. But as I said, Newcastle could go up to fourth depending upon the goal difference and how Chelsea fare later against Palace. Isak, Bruno, Tonali, can he? Oh, Murphy. On goal! On goal! On goal! Isak celebrating. Looks like a drive scene on goal to me. Looks like, yes, come on. 2-1 to Newcastle. I mean, whether it's Isak or whatever, it's 2-1 to Newcastle. Let's see if it's an own goal or anything like that. Tonali plays it wide to Murphy. He waits for Livramento, who comes, but then plays it onside. Oh, it comes off Isak. Dragusin plays it on to Isak, and Isak hits it, and it's 1-0. Oh, I mean, I've heard that it might get postponed, but tomorrow, I mean, I am prepared. I'm prepared that it happens, but I'm prepared that it happens, but I've heard that there's a 50-50 chance that it might get postponed. So you'll see, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So far, so good for Newcastle. Isak, Isak scoring. I think it's an Isak goal. I mean, oh, again ball lost. Oh, Jacob Murphy. Let's see. Archie Gray play everybody on side, and it's Isak who scores. Joe Linton was coming in from behind, but it's Tottenham 1, Newcastle 2. I'm a bit more relaxed now. Come on, Newcastle. Can we get another one before the break? Lost by someone, and Jacob Murphy is down, getting up. Kulusevski. Jet Spence. Straight to Dubravka. So Spurs are behind again. Dubravka. Dubravka to Lewis Hall. I mean, so many passes seen like that. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Tino. I mean, Newcastle enjoying possession, and has Bruno to Gordon. Bruno again. I mean, the playmaker is Tino Livramento, Sven Botman, Tonali. Newcastle bossing it around now. That's a bad pass. That's a bad pass. Ooh, gone up, maybe. Goal kick. So 40 minutes gone, 41 minutes gone. Newcastle doing well. I mean, that was a poor pass from Bruno. Should have been a corner, I think. Ball lost. Bergwall. Poor guy had three players on him, and poor pass from Dragoshin. I mean, Newcastle passing the ball around easily now. Oh, good skill by Isak. His, here comes Bruno to Gordon. Ooh, wide, wide, wide. I mean, Newcastle are creating chances. Oh, corner. Has to be a corner. Can Newcastle score? Can Sven Botman score? At least it was a decent corner. Tino Livramento. Wide again from Joe Linton. And Newcastle are creating chances. A lot of chances. And Postecoglou certainly can't be happy. Last week his team came from was a goal down and went up, went ahead against Wolves, but then were pegged back 2-2. And this time it's kind of in reverse. He would want a reverse as well in terms of the score, but reverse in the score to be same if Spurs can. Lucas Bergwall has, I think, I'd say, has done well. Is shown as a whereas Gordon plays it to Joe Linton. What can he do? Yes, Gordon, Joe Linton, back to Botman. Botman isn't going to play full 90 minutes, that for sure. Newcastle keep possession well, 4 minutes. A good pass by Botman. Uh, Brilliantly played, angled cross. How would you describe it? Diagonal, basically. 4 minutes added on. Newcastle winning the ball back so effortlessly even. Well played there by Tino. Newcastle are dominating possession quite easily. Isak plays it to Joe. Oh no, Joe Linton. Anything awful, awful. Good ball though. By 4 touches in opposition box for Spurs, 18 for Newcastle. Never thought a day would come where I would see this. Spurs fans dejected. And Postecoglou looking for inspiration, ideas, maybe something like that. And yeah, hoping to do well, better, I'd say. Bruno wins, tries to win the ball back, but Bergwall, Sar, Spence at left back. Bergwall, I mean, deep lying playmaker he is. Corner to Spurs in the second last minute of the first half added time. It's I mean, and someone was closing in. Cleared away, thankfully. Oh, Gordon wins the ball back off Gray. No support. Has Isak though. Isak's touch. should be half time. It is half time, and it's Newcastle who are Newcastle who are in the ascendancy, and 2-1 they lead. Could have been more, should have been more, but that's not the case right now. That's not the case right now. Isak and Gordon with the two goals for Newcastle United. I mean, with the two goals for Newcastle United, and and Isak scoring in his seventh consecutive game. That is just unbelievable, unbelievable. That is, and yeah. So I mean, Newcastle went behind early on, to the goal by Dominic Solanke, and it might be my nervousness showing, but I didn't think Newcastle were playing all that well. And it might be my nervousness, and yeah. So as it stands, Newcastle are leading 2-1. Deserved, I would say, but Spurs have had their chances. Newcastle need to score at least one more to make sure the game is safe. Spurs have Son and Madison on the bench. We know they can cause trouble. Isak has missed an absolute sitter. I mean, how he missed that is I mean is beggars belief basically. And Newcastle currently level on points with Chelsea. If Chelsea, I mean, I might be getting ahead of myself, but if Chelsea, if there is a, let's say, 4 goal swing, which is right now +1, I mean, at the stage of 1 goal swing, and if there is a 4 goal swing, or maybe even 5, because Chelsea have scored a lot more goals than Newcastle, then Newcastle could potentially end up spending the week uh, end, or could end up fourth in the Premier League table. Nottingham Forest, they play Wolves away. Wolves are in decent form, but are missing their main player in Matthias Cunha, suspended. He will also be suspended for the FA Cup game. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. This charger. Plug in this charger so that my phone doesn't die on me. So yeah, that's that's the that's the reason. And yeah, well, apologies. Need to adjust this charger. Need to adjust my. Need to adjust. yeah, hopefully it will be fine. Wow. And yeah, apologies about that, but had to be done. And yeah, apologies about that. Anyways, so where were we? So Newcastle leading 2-1 thanks to two goals from. Let that be the case. And how could that be the case? Anyways, so Dominic Solanke gave Spurs the lead. Anthony Gordon equalized almost instantly, and then it was then it was Isak who missed a sitter, but then it was Isak who who turned it on. Radu Dragoshin played it onto his foot and he made it 2-1. Nothing Brandon Austin could do, and Brandon Austin could do, and yeah, so that's where it was, and Newcastle, I'd say deservedly 2-1 up. If in the second half Spurs open and play an open expensive game, then there's a chance for Newcastle to hit them on the counter and hit them on the counter and I mean, who knows, maybe score 3-4 goals, I mean in total, not 3-4 goals in the second half, and in the not in the second half, and yeah, so yeah, we'll see. I mean, Bergwall has done well. He's been given time on the ball, and he's done well. Team owner is he's been up against Tino Livramento, and he's been a bit anonymous, if you ask me. Uh, he's been a bit anonymous, if you ask me, and yeah. So uh, Spurs need to change a few things, but that might make them a little open. Bissouma is on the bench as well, and Bissouma is on the bench. He could come on and you know maybe make things better for Spurs, but it does look like they are the underdogs at their own stadium. And if Newcastle were to win, I'm not saying they are going to. I mean, Newcastle could easily lose this game. I remember a game last season against Manchester City where Newcastle were winning 2-1, but then Kevin De Bruyne came on. I agree that there are no Kevin De Bruyne's in Spurs lineup or on the bench, but Kevin De Bruyne came in and changed the game. 3-2 Spurs, sorry, 3-1. So Newcastle are definitely not out of the woods, and there's still a lot to be done. Newcastle need to put a decent rear guard. Sven Botman, not sure if he is going to last 90 minutes. I very much doubt that he will. Lloyd Kelly will probably come on. And I mean, he's someone who can be, pressured into making mistakes. So if Spurs can keep it within a one goal margin going into 70th, 75th minute, then who knows what might happen? Newcastle have a big game on Tuesday against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. In the Carabao Cup and the Carabao Cup and in the Carabao Cup and I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Alexander Isak scored the second goal. He missed a sitter as well. I mean, an open goal, and then he scored the second goal, seventh consecutive game that he has scored for Newcastle United. I mean, seventh consecutive Premier League goal. And then up next for Newcastle in the Premier League, I think, are Wolves. And then Wolves, uh, then I guess Bournemouth. So there's a very real chance that he could you know break the record of Jamie Vardy scoring in 11 consecutive games. So yeah, uh, so going into the second half, which is about, I'd say, 6 minutes away, I'd say Newcastle should be careful. And I mean, if Newcastle, I am making an obvious statement here, but if Newcastle can keep a clean sheet in the second half, obviously they will win. But but I mean, Spurs have firepower on the bench in the shape of Madison, Bissouma, and Son, of course. So Son will pose a very different proposition to Tino Livramento. Kieran Trippier can come on to solidify that place, but Newcastle have a very strong bench themselves. Newcastle have a very strong bench themselves. I mean, plenty of pace, power. Harvey Barnes, Joe Willock. I mean, not sure Joe Willock appreciated by will be appreciated by Tottenham supporters, ex-Arsenal, and yeah. So that's my expectations. The second half is about to begin. About 4 minutes to go there, and about 4 minutes to go there, and we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. But I mean, he surely will have to. Not sure all his players. I mean, I had that issue earlier. I mean, he surely will have. Not sure all his players. I mean, is the voice back? I mean, I had that issue earlier. I mean, I'm sure Mehran. Yes. So thank you for letting me know. But yeah, so second half about to get underway. Let's see if there are any substitutions or not. Sergio Reguilon is coming on, and Sergio Reguilon is coming on at left back, probably replacing Jed Spence. Probably. Number six, not sure who number six is first, but we'll find out. That's the first. I mean, Jet Spence is there, so probably Poro has gone off, which is a big blow for Spurs, I'd say. Big blow for Spurs, I'd say, because I mean he provided the assist for Solanke goal, and Newcastle was chance for. Oh, Spurs were already almost in, and Newcastle regained possession of the ball. I mean, I am sorry, I might have to stop doing Newcastle games for watch-alongs because I get really nervous, and I, I mean it really contorts my body. Gantino Livramento, he takes too many chances. I mean, trying to dribble out of his own area. I mean, he takes far too many chances here. I mean, he's not sure what he's trying, but Tino Livramento is as good as he is, or how good a prospect he is. He's got to learn when to pass and when to run with the damn ball. Now he's put the team under pressure, and Spurs have no possession of the ball over the bar. Foul given though. Again, all coming from that Tino Livramento losing the ball. Dubravka could have come for the cross, basically, I think. Oh, that's a nasty blow on the face for. On the face for. Martin Dubravka, who's been linked with the move away to Saudi Arabia and Al Shabab. ODS's Vlacho Dimos or Vlaco Dimos or Vlaco Dimos is on the bench, and Dubravka getting treatment. Hopefully he's okay, no concussion or anything like that. But Dominic Solanke, you could say he had every right to go for the ball. Potter Poro is on. Not sure who's come off. Might be Jet Spence. Oh, Jet Spence is playing in the center of defense now. I mean, Newcastle have the chance to make it count. Dragoshin is injured. I mean, airily. I mean, Newcastle can. I mean, all of this coming from Tino Livramento trying to run with the ball. Spence and Gray in the center of defense for foul given by Anthony Gordon. Trap Sheen going off is a big blow for. I mean, I feel for Spurs. I've been there last season. Newcastle had injuries upon injuries in the Champions League games. Again, might have been a foul, but not given. Again, I mean, Newcastle creating their own problems, but now chance to counter with Jacob Murphy. And he plays. Ooh, no. Bruno. Tonali. Oh no, Tonali doesn't hit. Hits one now. On target, but blocked. And there's so much going on. I can't talk about anything else. So warming up. I mean, if we can't score a goal in this second half against this defense, then we only have ourselves to blame. Two fullbacks playing who were not even part of the Ange project, if I can call it. There's Cotton up against Poro. Corner to Newcastle. Could have been a third goal. Good block by Jet Spence, though. Good block by Jet Spence. I mean, if we can take a decent corner, Lewis Hall to take an outwinger. 8 corners for Newcastle compared to 3 for Spurs. Tonali and Bond in the box. If it goes ahead, then yes, probably. If it goes ahead, yes. If it goes ahead. I mean, I was listening to a YouTube channel where they're saying that the game might get called off. I'm not sure myself. I haven't heard anything, any rumors or anything. But corner to no, is it corner? Corner to Spurs. Corner to Spurs and Kulusevski to take an swing corner. I mean, Newcastle have got plenty of height. Botman, Bone, Joelinton. Isak even. Bergwall, who's done, I think, particularly well. Again, Spurs are, I mean, foul by All. I mean, Newcastle are taking a big risk. I mean, like, not taking a risk. I mean, it's risky if Johnson. Oh, good stop. Good stop. Dubravka. Another corner. Kulusevski with an effort. I mean, yeah, that was close. Luis Hall and Tino Livramento. That was maybe would have hit the post. Yeah. I mean, I mean, Newcastle are making me really nervous again. I mean, not sure what kind of team talk has been given, but Burn or Botman clears the corner. Poor header. Our midfield has, I mean, almost vanished. I mean, that should have been a goal kick, but corner is given. Andy Madley blind soul. I could see it from here that it came off bug ball. Another corner. Linton clears. Surely Newcastle can do better now. Isak, can he find Gordon? Is Bruno? Oh, Newcastle on the attack. They have the numbers. Here's Tonali. Oh, bro, oh, Gordon, what a chance. You have to take a touch. This selfishness might cost us. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? And selfishness is sometimes considered a virtue, but that time it was a deadly sin. That was a good chance wasted. 36% possession. I mean, Gordon up against Poro. Oh, no foul given. I mean, it looked like a foul to me. Facial injuries, game stopped. If it's an injury, you idiot, then give a foul. Oh no. How is that not a foul? His shoulder runs into him and blood is coming out. It was a foul and the referee hasn't given a free. I mean, surely there has to be a VAR check. I mean, there doesn't look like there is a VAR check. I mean, that is looks like Bissouma and Madison and so on. Triple change for Spurs. And they have already made one change, so not sure how that was not given a foul. It should have been a penalty. I mean, Andy Madley has some shame. Goals. Dominic Solanke gave Spurs the lead, and then Anthony Gordon scored, and then Isak scored. An hour played, and we in the second half we've had two long stoppages, one for Dubravka, one for Gordon now, and I mean looks like Son and Madison are coming on. This might make Spurs, and Bissouma is also coming on. This might make Spurs more open. So chance for Newcastle to you know chance for Newcastle to maybe hit them on the counter, absorb some pressure if they can. Son surely for Timo Werner. I was going to say that, but it was on the television. And number 8, I mean, fresh legs for Spurs. Bergwall, Werner, and Sar are the ones that have come off. And Son, Madison, and Bissouma coming on. The better players for three better players for what's the name? Spurs. I mean, he's not going to go to Real Madrid in this in January. He might go to Real Madrid in the summer, but he's not going to Real Madrid now. He's not going to Real Madrid now in January. I don't think. I mean, that's my thinking. Very unlikely that will happen. Very, very unlikely, I'd say. Oh, come on, Newcastle. Again, misunderstanding and possession. I mean, that is a bad performance from Newcastle. I genuinely am telling you, not enjoying watching. And like, fine, I the point that get the point that Spurs are a good team, albeit savaged by injuries, suspensions, and illness. But I mean, that was almost in there. Hmm. Show नहीं. Good ball. Can Murphy do something? Yeah, an awful play by Murphy and Limento. Oh, that's a foul by Solanke on Hall or Bruno. Again, another free kick straight into the hands of Brandon Austin, Spurs keeper. I mean, the keeper is on his debut, and we are putting every damn free kick into his hands. Floaty, super awful crap. Now Austin is down. Third injury in the second half. Looks like Sven Botman is coming off. It looked like he was coming off. I haven't seen commercial. New England boss is in the house at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. His appointment caused a lot of stir. I mean, how can a German be leading an English side? That was, I think, the underlying undercurrent, should I say. He's Spurs' third choice keeper, and we have made it so easy for him. And right, Isaac looked far too obvious that he was offside. I mean, a poor game to watch. Expected more from Newcastle. It's a foul. Should be a yellow card for Solanke. He's been fouling so much. Bissouma actually was fouled him. I mean, Kulusevski, if he could have gathered that. Foul by Bruno, captain of Newcastle. I mean, they could get Spence in Nachi Gravy, not putting any pressure. And I think it was Bruno who bottled a 50-50 as Bissouma. I mean, it doesn't go out. Good catch, Dubravka. Good catch. I mean, Manchester City and Chelsea play later. We have to put pressure on them. We have to win. Good ball. Can Gordon space, but so has Poro. Poro had, you know, a few meters on him. And Kulusevski doing well. But Jolint down the left. What is he doing down the left? Not sure. Bruno, he's playing. He plays on the left. Not sure what I'm thinking. He's the left 8. It's on. Straight to Dubravka. 71 minutes gone. 71 and a half minutes gone. Newcastle need to score a goal. Oh, that's a foul. Has to be a foul. I mean, not sure. Jet Spence, I think it was. And Isak, he scored. Should have had to. If Newcastle didn't make any substitutions, then that's another foul. Oh, how can that not be a foul? Andy madly in off referee. That's a yellow card for Joelinton is booked for persistent fouling, I think. That's the terminology, we'll call it. Again, Tino Livramento is, I mean, goddamn, how many times is he trying to? That's a foul, that's a yellow card. Pedro Porro has to get a yellow for that. I mean, how is Porro not booked for that? I mean, I may be a bit biased in that I'm a Newcastle fan, but I mean, dear, oh dear. Another foul not given. What is Andy Madley playing at? Has to be Joelinton's worst game. One of the worst games for Newcastle. Joelinton's. Again, just like the third game of the season, Newcastle absorbing pressure in the second half but leading 1. Again cleared by Byrne. Kulusevski. Poro. Blocked. Spurs are rampant here. It's performance from them if you look at it in isolation, but they need more. And the way this is going, I mean, Spurs could easily even win this game. Harvey Barnes coming on for Newcastle United. Joe Linton holding his foot. "76 minutes gone, but there's more than 20 minutes remaining on this game. Easily, there's fourth long steady that we've had. And easily 20 minutes remaining. Right. Harvey Barnes for Joe Linton, is it? Did I see it correctly? No. He's on for Gordon, who's still bleeding, and I cannot believe that Andy Madley hasn't given a foul for that, and which would lead to a penalty. I mean, Spurs, I mean, by the mere fact that free kick, Botman booked, free kick to Spurs in a really dangerous area. Botman booked, first yellow card of the season, of course. If Spurs can score this one, I would even fancy them to go and win this game. Madison, a craftsman, I mean, can take a mean free kick as well. I mean, usually if I'm watching, I'd close my eyes, go to a different room, change the channel. But now I can't do that. I'm really nervous. Cleared away by Murphy. Oh, Liverment or a corner to Spurs. Corner to Spurs getting really squeaky bum time. I'd say there's good 7 or 8 minutes of injury time as well. And Son with the corner missed a penalty on Sunday. Did wide, wide, thankfully wide from Madden. Oh, inches wide. I mean, that is good enough to give you palpitations. I thought it was in, but Spurs looking dangerous. Really, really dangerous. Isak's touch needed to be slightly better. Yeah, really close. Spurs are really looking to pound the pressure. Oh, Tino Livramento. Oh, wide. Again, Newcastle at sixes and sevens. Sergio Reguilon. Sergio Reguilon trying to wind up the crowd. I mean, Ange Postecoglou was as clueless as me. I mean, as to how it didn't go in again. Awful passing by Newcastle. I mean, like this, I'd say at least 16, 17 minutes still left to play. And Newcastle are like faffing it around. And I mean, their defense is not being. I mean, that's why that's what I think is Eddie Howe's problem. I mean, he on Monday he shut up shop again. Today here I think shut up shop. Substitutions, corner to Spurs again. I mean, Spurs will only have themselves to blame if they don't score. Again, short corner taken. Son, Madison. No, not Madison. Ragion. Foul given. And a fifth injury in this half. Dan burned down now. Caught by Dubravka. I mean, more added time, I'd say. Fucking Joe Willock now coming on. Thankfully, is good. I mean, looks like Botman is going to play full 90. Joe Willock on for Isak. Wow. and long stuff coming on as well. Yes, I booked. Isaac with the winner currently as things stand. Quickie bump time, squeaky whistle time. Murphy coming off as well. So Eddie Howe has shut up shop. Good pass by Tonali. I mean, they played damn long. It still says there's about 14-15 minutes to play. That's out. Sergio Reguilon might get Newcastle, I think, are now managing the game. 10 or so minutes remaining. I'd say 13 probably. Playing as the striker. Willock. Foul by Tonali. We are into the 89th minute, 90 seconds. I think there will be 7 or 8 minutes of added time minimum. Rebounds. Damn, ball played out. Well played. We are into the last minute. Thomas Tuchel has left the building. Good ball. Harvey Barnes in the box. Do something. Do something. And Harvey Barnes loses possession. 90 minutes. 10 minutes added. I told you. But if Newcastle can score, it will all be academic. Foul. Come on, Newcastle. Hold on. Hold on. 10 minutes added. 10 minutes. Fucking 10 minutes. Sven Botman, understandably feeling substitution. Lloyd Kelly coming on. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake. And 10 minutes. I mean, like there were 5 big injuries where stoppages had happened. So not surprising there. I was hoping there would be like 7, 8, maybe 9. But I was like, yeah, fine. Botman, he's done okay ever since conceding that goal in the first half. But about 8 minutes remaining. I mean, it's getting nerve wracking. And it's cold. Foul by Bruno. Joe Willock playing as a striker. Can Newcastle hold on? Spence and Gray. I mean, yeah. Harvey Barnes. Willock will probably get booed. That's a foul. Advantage played though. Harvey Barnes. What kind of a shit pass is that? And now Spurs are on the attack. All from that Harvey Barnes pass. Over the top. Goal kick. Solanke with the header takes a few more valuable seconds away. Lloyd Kelly. There were like injuries to Joe Linton, Brandon Austin, Martin Dobraka, couple more. Harvey Barnes, Harvey Barnes, Harvey Barnes. Oh man, Harvey Barnes, you idiot! Should have made it 3-1. Joe Willock, Archie Gray again playing him on side. But Brandon Austin, I mean, to be fair, it was a tough chance against Poro. Take it short, eat time, don't take an awful call. Like, Looks like Newcastle are going to go long. Deflected. Another corner to Newcastle. Each a few more seconds. Come on. About 5 minutes remaining. I'd say 5, 6 minutes. Bad pass. Spurs have the ball. Take it quickly. 6 minutes, I'd say. More. Good pass. And Spurs still can. I mean, there's enough time to force 2 goals to happen, but I doubt they will happen. So, oh, Dubravka saves Solanke. Come on. For a moment, I thought that was going in. It's creating. Bruno. It's a That's a foul. Come on, come on. 98 minutes gone. About 3.5 more minutes. And yellow card for Region. I mean, Newcastle, if they are smart, should take a couple of minutes over this. I mean, not counting my chickens, but if Eddie Howe is smart, he can make a. I think he's made his substitutions. Fans think that it's looking like 3 points, but over free kick. Linton throw to Newcastle. We are into the 110th and final minute of the added time, but there was a substitution as well. So Newcastle taking their time over it, but I still think that there's about what 2 more minutes remaining after from this point. I mean, against Crystal Palace. Oh, foul given against Newcastle. And still a lot of time remaining in the game. I mean, not a lot. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I'm getting a lot very nervous. So straight to Dubravka. Come on, 100 minutes played. I mean, if Andy Madley did what he did, think assistant referee told him there's about 2 more minutes to go. I mean, the game still goes on. Foul. Oh my God, Andy Madley, what are you doing? Now Newcastle should be able to see it through. Last minute, I think this is going to be the last minute, and Spurs particularly disappointing for them. I mean, I think, has the whistle been blown? No. Still, the game goes on. We are in the what, 4 minutes 49 and 45, 94 and 105th. 105th. Yep. Surely Andy Madley has to blow the whistle. Last attack of the game, surely. I think that is it. Offside given, and that should be that. That should be that. Come on. Yes. 3 points are 3 points. As bad as Eddie Howe's management was, it's 3 points, and and yeah. So 3 points are 3 points. That's where we'll draw the line. That's where we will draw the line. Come on, Newcastle. Solidifying our 5th place finish. Guys, I'll be logging off as soon as the game ends, and yeah, that's the end, guys. Newcastle have won 2-1. Opening goal came from Dominic Solanke. Second goal, or first Newcastle goal, came from Anthony Gordon immediately afterwards. Alexander Isak scored as well. Sven Botman played 90 minutes, and Newcastle have won 2-1 in the end. And delighted for Botman. He's an outstanding player. And yeah, so uh, guys, I'll see you in my next few videos. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye for now.